All right. Well, now that we've got our mandatory sideboard, I've got an idea here for a new segment. I brought this up a little bit before the show, but since we so generously have 3 minutes to swap our commander out, I guess, and nothing else, let's go into the sideboard minute, as I'm calling it.
All right.
So we've got
Sideboard
3 minutes here, two and a half. I'd like to discuss, should uncards be allowed in Commander by default? For anybody who's not aware, I don't know how you can if you play, or how you can be unaware if you play Commander, but recently the rules committee just suddenly out of the blue announced uncards from Unstable, Unhinged, Unglued are legal in Commander until the beginning of January, I believe. So we've got 6 weeks where they are legal by default. So instead of sitting down with some friends and saying, hey, I'd like to play with some silver border cards, is that all right? Instead, you have to opt out of playing with silver border cards. This has caused quite a bit of an uproar, with a lot of people saying, hey, lighten up, it's just for fun. And also a lot of people saying, hey, this is kind of a dumb change to make. What are your thoughts, Corey?
Well, to do it temporarily seems like a good experiment in how well it's going to go over. I'm sure that the people that are upset about it are those in like the CEDH communities and stuff like that, and I don't expect it to be legalized in those formats, but I don't see why not in casual Commander. But it can also be something where you just kind of sit down with someone, play a game, and say, are we playing unlegal Commander?
Yeah, so
or not,
my problem, I do have a big problem with it, and the problem that I have is, well, first of all, I'll say I think everything's going to be just fine. I don't think this is the end of the world or anything, and like a lot of people have pointed out, December and January are typically the slowest months for card shops, so maybe this will help get some people to play. But the bigger problem, I think, is this shows that the rules committee is willing to just make changes on a whim without really thinking them through. I mean, at first, they didn't even ban the Nerf gun card, which allows you to shoot your opponent's deck with a Nerf gun. And people have decks that are worth a lot of money, and I don't think that it's fair to make that kind of change like that, especially since you can just say, hey, this is an optional way to play. Do people want to play? Rather than saying, here, you have to play. So I think it calls into question how people, how the rules committee makes their decisions, but I think overall it's going to be just fine.
Yeah, I agree. I could see problems. There are definitely some weird uncards that I'm sure they haven't considered. Like the ruling on cheaty face is always a little confusing. Like the card inherently is about cheating. So are you allowed to put that blue card in a non-blue deck? Probably not, right? But I'm sure someone's going to try it. And then also, like, can you put it into play from your graveyard? I don't know. And that's the only one that comes to mind, but there have got to be plenty of others similar to that, right?
Yeah, there are others. This is a problem. Oh boy. Okay, I guess we'll keep. Yeah, there are others, but yeah, they've come back and banned some stuff after the fact.
Yeah.
But I guess we will see how it goes.